Alright everybody, we are here today taking a look at a little zombie survival RPG with a nice little Wild West theme to it and world building mechanics. This right here is Above Snakes, the full release. Now you might recall we took this out for a spin, it was still in development back then, and it seemed to have a lot of promise to me. This kind of felt to me like a Last Day on Earth type of game. You know, the overhead perspective, the grinding for items, the dealing with the zombies. Except, you know, this didn't really have that pay-to-win mentality behind it, which is always obviously a good thing, right? So let's check out the full release of Above Snakes.
The conflict between the settlers and the first people was at its peak. The drums of war echoed across the land like a never-ending thunder. While war raged on, a love blossomed from the fields of hate. And from that love, a child was born. Ayana, who had eventually grown into her own, chose to travel the lands and learn for herself the histories of her lineage. With a heavy heart, her mother stayed behind in a town called Corpse Creek. On one fateful evening in Corpse Creek, the midnight skies were interrupted by a light of brilliant green. The awe of such an event quickly dissolved into horror as a flurry of stones of flame descended upon the town. Most folks fell victim to the debris and smoke that consumed the land, though the survivors quickly discovered that the bodies did not remain still for long. That night, Ayana had stayed in a lumberjack settlement far away from her beloved mother.
Ayana, are you awake? I mean, I am now after you hollering. Let's grab ourselves the old backpack here. Open up with a tab. Yep. What about these goods here? Got myself a book and some coin. Oh, that's no good. Can zoom on in. That looks like a zombie to me, my friends. Joanne.
Oh my. What are we to do? The horde came over us.
Ask if she's okay. I mean, she looks fine to me.
Actually, yes, the whole town's in ruins, so we can use all the help we can get. We would need logs to rebuild, even though we have that sawmill over there. I doubt whether we have enough logs to rebuild them houses.
What did you see last night?
When I left, when I felt the rumble, I jumped out of bed and ran outside. I saw the skies crack open and suddenly these black and green stones came hailing down. That's when I ran to the house where you stayed, trying to find shelter.
Do you have an axe?
I've been searching for my axe, but I can't find it among these ruins. I do have this flint though, maybe you could tie it to a strong branch, perhaps you can craft yourself a primitive axe.
Let's see about searching this pine tree here. Alright, we got our primitive axe blueprint. Nothing found. But it does seem we could kind of keep searching this over and over, so that's great. So I guess before we cut down these trees here... Did you say dim trees right here? Yeah, I'm already in the Joanne mood of things, right? I'm feeling it. I'm feeling that Wild West accent here happening.
Thanks, partner.
That's the boy. Great. Equip it, chop a tree, and gather some lumber. You got it. So how would I go about this? Seems to be... Oh, this one. Perfect. Well, this one's already been searched, so let's go ahead and chop it on down. Now, these are some wild swings. I'm not really sure if, ideally speaking, when people... Joanne? Usually I'd imagine when you chop down trees... I've never really done one in my life, right? You know, I'm a city boy through and through. But I'm pretty sure, you know, you don't normally spin like that. Yeah, like a little backhand spin when you're chopping down trees. I mean... Unless Joanne's just very used to it, so she can actually do that. It's very impressive regardless of which, let me tell you. Now, what about these little bushes here? I can't inspect them. What happens if I just smash them down? Oh, okay. These boys give me fibers, and we unlock the blueprint with them fibers for the hammer, so it's a good thing we actually are doing this. Hammer requires rocks. Oh, well, we just got the pickaxe, so... I guess we just go to town right over here. Now my pickaxe, apparently I just noticed there's a proficiency meter thing. Perfect. Ooh, got a workbench too. Might as well do it. You're gonna eventually ask me to do it, right? So just do it now.
Alright, time to get started, wouldn't you say? The sawmill was only set up to saw lumber. Plus, it's unusable in its current state anyway, so we'll have to build a log cabin instead of a plank one. But first, oh my, how can I forget? Before we can build a new house, we need to take down this old one. My mind is really mush these days. If you craft a hammer, you can use it to tear down my old ruined house to free up some space, and later you can adjust the house if you need to.
So am I making you a house or making myself a house? Because if it's my house, I'm going to go all out. If it's your house, I'll just, do the bare essentials. Well, I have already done all that as a matter of fact, so all we need to do is just equip the hammer. And take it down. One of those green stones in here, by the way. Surprised you survived that. Great. Workbench, I already built that too. Right, so that's fine for now. Yeah. I'll interact with it like I interacted with everything else so far. Thank you. Craft at least 4 foundations of the workbench, build a new home with walls and roofs. So this will probably take a little bit longer than everything else so far, but let's see what we're looking at here. Foundations, 1 lumber per. Walls, 1 lumber per. Log window, 1 lumber per. Doors, 1 lumber, 2 branches. Roofs.
2 hours later.
Okay, everybody. Took a while. As you can see my sleep meter over there. Yeah, this took a while to get all the resources, but welcome to Momentary Casa the Falcon. It looks ugly as hell, I am fully aware, but you gotta make do with what you have. There's a person dying here. You want to help him out, so I went through the entire trouble building an own house before we decided to check on the health of this human here. Is he a human though? I doubt it. Let's find out. No, don't do it.
Oh no! He turned into one of them things. Be careful, they're extremely aggressive.
Okay. What's her best weapon for this? Maybe the pickaxe or the axe? I guess the axe. Ow. Cool. So rolling does indeed make us tired. We have enough distance, you gotta swing from further away, and once you swing from further away, just try to move so you don't have to dodge roll and use up stamina. My sanity apparently dropped by taking this dude apart. Oh, that's no good. I guess that would probably happen if you take a human body apart, right? I mean, dude was a zombie, but still.
That poor guy. I think that people who inhale the smoke of the meteorites are turning into them monstrosities. It's so horrible. You look pale, you okay?
Well, I just took a body apart piece by piece, so probably not so good. Tell her that it could be better.
I can imagine that. Maybe you should get something to eat.
That's gonna help me out, sure. Took a body apart, maybe I should get some food now.
We should have some food around. The surroundings of Hunter's Rest always have berry bushes aplenty as well. Why don't you use this map to search some berries to snack?
Alright. Place a Plains world peace, eat some berries, and return to Joanne. Oh, okay, so now we have to do some of the world building. And this is what I meant where you actually, craft your own universe yourself. Okay, so create a new world peace. It's going to have to be moderate climate to start off with. And let's make it off towards that side, I suppose. Aha. There are indeed berries here. Let's collect them huckleberries. Yep, I'm familiar with what UIs are. Thank you. And it seems you could also harvest these more than likely 3 times, like everything else. Yeah. And then that's it. You wait for it to grow back in. Let's see. I mean, we're doing fine. We're technically speaking like at what? A little bit under 75% when it comes to hunger. So should I put down the world peace now, or I guess we'll talk to Joanne first. Oh, Joanne died. She just disappeared. I took so long, so she just left me a note.
Ian, I'm deeply sorry I had to leave all of a sudden. The Frontier sent a carriage to pick up survivors. The least I can do is to leave the cabin to you. You built it after all.
Good. I was like, I went all out building this cabin, so I better have it.
They said the plague began spreading from the Corpse Creek. They reported meteorites finding them there too. Horrible. Some people survived, but most of them fled. If you can talk to them, maybe that will bring some light into the dock.
Not to mention my mother's there too, right? Find the survivors camp. That's probably the world piece that we got, huh? Take down the old sawmill. Take down the small house. Oh, so this is going to be my home base of operations. So, you guys no longer need to be here. Take them down. Yo. Better get some supplies for that too. Yes, we did. Not that much. 2 lumber for the entire house? Come on, dog. Build a cartography table. Use it to research a new world piece and place a plains to pine forest world piece. But I already had another world piece, right? Yeah. So this one we just got when I was picking berries. So, let's continue the berry plains area through here. Go ahead and build ourselves this bed here first. Good. We are tired. Although I'm not gonna go to sleep right now, even though we're really tired. Just because it's daytime, so we best be doing things now in daytime other than nighttime. So for now, my bed, nothing fancy. Let's just put it down here for resting purposes once we have to. And our sanity went down from butchering that body, that's fine. Cartography table. How would one go about making this happen? There it is. Requires ink. How do I make ink? Huckleberries and feathers. Luckily we have those, so... boom. And boom. The workbench could be outside, but this seems like more of an inside thing. There it is. A new world piece researchable. Check out the cartography table. Requires 1 more rock for us to research. Fortunately for us, we do have a rocky boy right over through here. So research that world piece. Okay, so let's see, where do we want this plains and pine forest? It's red right there, huh? I see. So we basically gotta connect like green, I see. So I can't necessarily just like, do a plain to the forest part. It has to be plain to plain. And then the forest one, say for instance over here, once we build something over here, has to be like forest to meet up with that and then something else. Gotcha. Okay, so I kind of want to have it still next to my cabin, so I think this is fine right there. Place it. Alright, that's going to be the start of the little forest. To expand my shelter, I should search nearby forests for more resources. New researchable piece. Let's go and take a little gander at that. We could run too, but again, it also goes through fatigue, like, dodging does, so... We have enough rocks for the pine forest. So you know what? Unlock it. In case you're wondering, once you unlock it, it means you could actually then put it down. But in order to put it down, you need to level up this meter over here. Oh, yo! Bees!
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees!
I'm always experimental. We gotta learn. We gotta, bump our heads a little bit to learn. So, fall down, scrape your knees a couple of times before you learn how to walk. Oh! They're taking damage. Oh. We got honey. They didn't attack me after all. We lucked out. Dumb bees. Alright, we also need world peace. Pine forest. So this bad boy should be able to connect down here. Yes, sir. We got a pickaxe and an axe now. Not the primitive kind. New world piece has also been unlocked. What was that? Search pine tree. Oh, yo. We got some wildlife over here. Do you think I could run and just attack that thing? If I upgrade my workbench, I'll be able to build more complex things. Okay. So, how would I... beeswax. And 5 plant fibers. Okay. So, obviously we know about the bees, right? We know about the birds, and we know about the bees. I'm gonna be honest with you. Nobody ever talked to me about the birds and the bees. I don't know the birds and the bees to this very day. I'm not kidding you. I always found it to be silly. But nobody ever sat me down, my parents ever sat me down and learned about the birds and the bees. I think at one point or another, my dad just asked me, "Little Falcon, do you know about the sexual intercourse?" And I was like, "Father, I do know about the sexual intercourse." And he was like, "Good man." And that was it. Oh. Yes, I can. Luckily for us, is very dumb and decided to just stick around as he saw a human charging at it. So let's skin and gut. Now we might have some actual food to cook in that fire, you know what I'm saying? Fatigue, you can't even drop anymore. Oh god, my HP's dropping now, isn't it? Okay, dog, relax, I'm going to bed. I just can't run there because it'll make it worse. Okay, sure, save. So that should be enough for the campfire. 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 Okay, good to go. It's not in my backpack because I feel like we have one too many items now. You can have that somewhere here in the center, you know. Walk out of your place and get some cooking done. And we need to light it with one branch. I should have that too. Hey. Give it one lumber feel? Sure. Now we good. Let's cook. Cook a berry bowl. If I had to wager a guess, we need, nothing but berries for a berry bowl. Let's assume that's the case. This is a new recipe. Unique one. Requires 3 more rocks. Oh, this is the survivor's camp. This has to do with the actual main quest. Here is the lake one. So we need 2 rocks for that. And then we need after we're done with having 4. So we need 6 rocks to get the lake, unlock the survivor's camp, and two birds, 1 stone. A side quest done, and also the main quest. Okay, let's go ahead. We should be able to research both of them, but we could only put one of them down. I'm gonna go with survivor's camp though. So the pieces are down. We need more rocks for the next one over. That's fine. Let's go ahead and survivor's camp. Where do we want that? Well, I don't want that too far from us, so, you know, we have close to our homestead. So let's just make the survivor's camp literally right next to us. There we go. That way we don't have to travel far if we need help from other humans. And yes, I'm aware that we need water because I'm getting thirsty and I can only eat these berries for so long. It's nighttime now. Would hanging out in the fire help me out? Yes, it actually does work. Perfect. Sam Brown! Good day, stranger. How'd you find us out here in this nirvana? Me and my brother Greg have been over here for days and we can't go home. What happened? Well, we used to live in Corpse Creek before the night of the flames. During our escape, we lost most of our provisions. Ask about Corpse Creek. My mother's there. Corpse Creek is a big town. It was once the heart of our country. Lots of people used to live there before that night. Since those horrible things happened, Corpse Creek is almost abandoned. We used to live there before everything changed. How'd you lose your provisions? We lost most of the things in the nearby prairie when our wagon was toppled and attacked by, well, let's say, one of our own. So somebody turned? Well, let's not talk about that for now. It was not an easy moment for us. We're lucky to be alive still. This fire and a handful of provisions are all that stand between us and that grave. Maybe it's too much to ask, but we're afraid of going back. You think you can get our provisions back? Or you want me to go over there to do it for you, cowards? Oh, thank you so much. We'll be here waiting for your return. What piece of work these guys are, huh? So we're at least halfway with water. That's fine by me. Let's... Oh, 1 plant fiber. Are you kidding me? Now it's the plant fibers. Fortunately, those are right here. So this will be our plant fiber. We'll upgrade our workbench. And you know what? Let me bring down this tree just so that we get this this piece down. We need 1 more tree at least. Okay. Oh, no, there it is. Oh, yo, we got... You saw that? Purples? What are these purples? Huckleberry? Okay. It looked like it had like a purple aura when it drops. I thought it was like something special. So, upgrade workbench. Dunners. Now, I'm not going to look into what we could actually craft now because I have another thing in mind. Which is Plains Prairie. 2 more rocks, and then we just research it and we put it down. We go to the prairie. Okay, let's see here. So we should be able to put this down right through here. Now, is this where their bud is at, I wonder? Oh, little bunny. Oh, little bunny. Got the little bunny. Sorry, fella. You know, it's, gotta kill or be killed in this world that we live in at the moment. Card with provisions. These are the provisions that the survivors lost. I should return to them. Dead horse. Poor thing must have died when the wagon toppled, but what tore his head off? Opens with 1 common key. We have a couple of keys. Gotta hides. That is true. That's a head that's been removed. They were trying to recreate, you know, the Godfather. Another key. For the old candle holder. I think those are going to be like items you could actually sell off to traders for money. Unless you could just kind of use it to, like, you know, pimp out your own place. Oh, thank heavens, this should be enough to keep us going for another couple of months at least. I hope we can go home and Coast Creek someday. We own that trading post out there, but I can't imagine what state it's in right now. Thank you for retrieving them provisions. They're a real lifesaver after what happened to us in that prairie. God, I miss her. Sorry, I'm drifting away. Oh, let me guess. A loved one of yours is missing, so we have to go find them ourselves instead of you, your own loved one? Maybe best not to dwell on sadness on events in the past. Anyway, we were able to bring our tents, but they got all ripped up, you see. What you do is another favor. We need to patch them holes in the tents. Of course I can help you. How do we fix the tents? Great, would you happen to have any spare fabrics for us? If you don't have any fabric, maybe you could find some cotton and make some. As a matter of fact, I do have cotton. My workbench is at level 2, so we have to create the tannery, and from the tannery you make that and all that jazz. Well, I think you guys get the idea what this game's all about though, right? Craft something, you unlock something, lets you build different levels, etc, etc. Honestly, I actually really like this one a lot. Especially the setting. I love the fact you build your own world as you go and how things just kind of unlock. But yeah, more importantly, it's just that it just feels very Last of the Unearthed-ish without the pay-to-win mechanic. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. All the information for this will be down below. I will catch you next time.